All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. Hey, man, this fight, you know what? These two ladies brought it. Heather Hardy, Alex Yauger. Okay, this is Heather Hardy's MMA debut. And, you know, that transition from boxing to MMA, hey, you know, it gets a little real. But I thought Heather Hardy did, I thought she did a pretty good job. In the first two rounds, I felt like Heather Hardy was kind of struggling because Yauger was using a clinch, and she was clinching and kneeing Heather Hardy to death. I mean, she was kneeing her to death. And, Heather Hardy, she stood in there tough, and she took those knees. She ate those damn knees, and she came back and she separated, and then she caught Alex Yauger, man, with a clean, straight right hand. And I'm talking about it sent Alex Yauger, moving back. And Alice didn't want no more of those right hands. She didn't. Round 1 and 2, round 1 I gave it to Yauger. I thought Yauger just, kind of kept Heather Hardy from getting her offense off by throwing those knees. Now, round 2, it was kind of an even round to me. It was an even round. That round could have went either way. Round 3, Heather Hardy just let her hands go. And, I mean, she beat the hell out of Alex Yauger. I'm talking about she whooped Alice's ass. And, folks, that's just how that is. That's just the way that is. And Alice wasn't defending herself. She tried to throw these punches, but she was already dazed. And then Heather Hardy had already dropped her, man. I'm talking about Heather dropped her. I'm talking about hit her hard, man. And I'm shocked that she got up. One thing that Heather did, though, to kind of, I was like, oh, okay, Heather, this MMA, you got to bounce. Heather dropped her and kind of stood back and watched her get back up. And I'm like, no, dear, this is MMA. You drop your opponent, you get on top of them, and you start beating them. But, it's her first MMA bout, and that's to be expected. She still got, like, a lot of the boxing in her. Now, I'll be honest, if she clinches with a very, very good wrestler, then she's probably going to the ground. And, I like to see what Heather Hardy do on her back. I like to see, I really want to see how, well she's evolving as an MMA fighter. But, man, she looked good. Her punches were very, very sharp. And Alex Yauger, she couldn't take him, man. She couldn't take him. I mean, she was a bloody mess. And, Big John McCarthy had to go in there and step in, man, because this girl was getting beat down. I'm talking about beat like she stole something, beat like she trying to run from. I mean, man, look, Alex Yauger took a good ass whooping, and it's kind of expected, and it's her debut. Alice is 4-5, and you're supposed to give, in your debut, you're supposed to have a soft touch. I thought the matchup was a good matchup, and I thought that they really, I thought they paired up well against each other. Would I want to see a rematch? Nah, because I think Heather Hardy would beat her easily the second time. That's just my opinion. So shout out to Heather Hardy, the boxer turned MMA fighter, and she's 35. And, she probably got about 3 or 4 more years left of combat sports altogether, and she might retire. But it's good. It's good because, see, that's letting you know that age is just a number, and age means nothing. Okay, so shout out to Heather Hardy in a well-fought victory. And she TKO'd Alex Yauger. And that's just about it, guys. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.